Good morning, class. This is Mamta Khanna, and welcome back to the second part of the chapter, The Tiny Teacher. Okay, so I once again welcome you to this video. So here, I'm going to teach you the remaining part of the chapter, The Tiny Teacher. Okay, so in the previous chapter, I think you must have remembered what I have taught. I have taught you about the lifestyles of the tiny teacher. That means the ant. Okay, so now I'm going to cover up the remaining part of the chapter. So before proceeding, first of all, I would once again like to recap whatever I have taught you in the previous video. Okay, so in the previous video, we have learned that ants have comfortable rooms, have comfortable house, and they have hundreds of little rooms and passages. Okay, and in some of the rooms, the queen ant lays eggs, and some other rooms are used as nurseries for the young ants. And even the other workers ants, they have reserved quarters, okay, and they are given special barracks to the soldiers and so on. Okay, and some houses, some rooms are used as a storehouse for foods. They collect everything eatables and they store in the preserved rooms. Fine. Okay, and we have also learned that the ants, they never quarrel with one another. Fine. Okay, then now we have also learned that each ant does its work intelligently and bravely. Yes or no? I have already explained to you. So this is the reason why they lead a very peaceful life. And ants, they greet one another with the help of feelers. Yes, it's here. It's clearly visible. The ant uses its feelers or antennae to talk to other ants or to greet them. There are many kinds of ants, and the commonest among them are the black or the red ones. Yes? Okay. Next, the queen ant is the mother of the entire population of ants of a colony. Yes, this part I have explained you, so I would like to explain you once again. So, the queen ant is the mother of the entire populations of ants of a colony. Okay? So, that mother ant, it has a pair of wings. Okay? Wings means punk. Okay? So, mother ant has a pair of wings. After its wedding flight, do you remember what is wedding flight? I have already explained you in the previous video as well as in the Zoom classes. So, wedding flight is the time when the queen ant develop its wings, okay, and it flies high into the sky with a drone. A drone is a male ant, okay. So that means the mother ant, the queen ant, it got its wedding. Fine. So it flies away with the drone, and after sometimes perhaps it could be weeks or months or whatever it is. Okay, after some time, that queen ant, it's come back to the ant hills and shed its wings. Fine. And after that, what does it do? It does nothing but lay eggs. Clear? Now, after some time, eggs hatch. Fine. After the eggs hatch, what happens? The grubs come out. Do you know who are the grubs? Grub is the first part of the it is the first part of lifespan of an animal, and of an insect. Okay, like suppose let us consider butterfly. Okay, so first of all, what happened? The eggs hatch and grubs come out. A grub is white in color, and then after a few weeks, that grubs develop itself as a cocoons, and after that the cocoon break and butterfly comes out. It is in the same procedure with the ants. Fine. So eggs hatch and grubs come out. Grub is very tiny, white in color. Okay, according to the size of the insect. Since ant is very small, so the grub also would be very, very tiny. Okay, it will be very tiny. And like suppose we can see the butterfly is in small size, or if a butterfly is in big size, then the grubs would be according to the size of the mother. Clear? If the mother butterfly is large, then even the grubs also would be quite large. But if the mother butterfly is very short, very tiny, then even the grubs also would be very tiny. Clear? So grub is the first form of the insect, we can say. Fine. So what you can do, you can just go and Google grubs. Okay, just go and Google grubs, click on the image and you can see the picture of grubs. Okay, so this is your activity which you have to do, and I will ask you in the Zoom class when I take your class. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, so eggs hatch and grubs come out. So grubs take 2 or 3 weeks to become cocoon. Okay, then it takes another 2 or 3 weeks to become cocoon. So cocoon is like what to say? Like suppose this is the grub. Okay, let me just draw. This is the grub. Okay, and then it is covered with a hard shell. Okay, this covering part is called cocoon. Okay, it is something like shell of eggs. Fine. Okay, so cocoon takes 3 more weeks to become perfect ant. Okay, and then after that it takes another 3 weeks to become perfect ant. Thus it takes 5 or 6 weeks for a grub to become a complete ant. Fine. So till the time the eggs hatch up to becoming a complete ant, it takes how long? It takes 5 or 6 weeks. Is it clear? Okay, so this much was in the first part of the video. So now let us come to the second part. Okay, part number 2. When the eggs become grubs, soldier ants guard them. Okay, so now see, when the eggs hatch and grubs come out, grubs are too tiny. Okay, they know only how to crawl. Fine, they will just crawl here and there, and they don't even know where to go, in which direction to go. So they will just be crawling. So there will be soldiers in order to guard those grubs. Fine. Like suppose if the grub has gone this way and this is out of the root, so the soldier ant, it would come and take it back to its original place. Fine. So soldier ants are to guard the grubs. Clear? Now, worker ants carry the grubs for airing, exercise and sunshine. Now see here, just like us, the ants have many works to perform. Okay, so ants even have worker ants, and the function of these worker ants are to carry grubs for airing, exercise and sunshine, just like our mother do. Okay, our mother, or we used to carry small baby for airing and sunshine. Yes or no? We even teach them how to do exercise. So in the same way, the worker ants carry these grubs for airing, sunshine and exercise. Clear? Okay, so now when the grubs become cocoon and perfect ant appear, at the time those ants are trained for jobs of workers. Yes, workers like soldiers, builders, cleaners, etc. Okay, and then when the new ants appear, okay, they are given a training for a few weeks, a training to perform many tasks like becoming a soldier, becoming a builder, cleaner and so on. Clear? Okay. After a few weeks training, the small ants are ready to go out for work. And after a few weeks of training, it may be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever it is. Okay. Then these ants, when they are perfect for doing some work, then they are sent out of the ant hill for working. That means whatever ant you see out of the ant hill are all workers. That means they are all trained. Is it clear? Next. Creatures other than ants also live in the ant hill. Okay, so now in the ant hill, it is not that only the ants live there. There are many other creatures who live in ant hill along with the ants. These are beetles, lesser breeds of ants and the green fly. Okay, so who are those other creatures? They are beetles, lesser breeds of ants. Okay, lesser breeds means these ants are of the high breed, अच्छे quality के हैं. Okay, the lesser breed means कम अच्छे वाले. Fine. Even those ants live with these original ants. Fine. And green fly. and one insect by the name green fly. How it is, I have seen with my naked eyes. Okay, it is something like this, black in color. Okay, black in color, and it has got a long wings. Fine, this type of insect which has got long wings, it resides along with the ants in a anthill. Fine, so this insect is known as green fly. Okay, actually it looks something like black and brown in color, but some part of it is green in color, so it is named green fly. Fine, everybody? Okay, now see. Okay, wait 1 minute, let me adjust. Okay, so these are beetles, lesser breeds of ants, and the green fly. Some of them give smell pleasant to the ants. Okay, and among these three of them, one insect give pleasant smell to the ants. So why ants ask these insects to reside along with them in the anthill? Because they need some help or they need some profit from them. Okay, so out of these three, one of them give a good smell to the ants. Others give various juices, and other insect they give many kinds of juices. Okay, and some are just pests or plaything, and some insects are just used as pets or plaything, so that these ants or the baby ants could play with them. Fine, just like we have pets at home, yes or no? So what is the use of those pets? Of course, it is to guard the house, drive the mice and all. But yes, we also keep them for our siblings or for our children to play. Fine. So in the same way, even the ants, they keep these insects as pets for young ants. Is it clear to all? Okay, next. The ants train green fly to give honeydew. Okay, so it is juices, to give various juices. Okay, who give various juices? It is green fly. That means this insect. The ants train green fly to give honeydew. Just like we have honey, we used to take honey. Okay, we get honey from honeybee. So in the same way, the ants also train green fly to give them honeydew. Fine. They milk it just as we milk the cow. So just like as we take out the milk from the cow, in the same way, those ants, they take out milk from this green fly. Clear? We get milk from cow, and ants get milk from green fly. Clear to everybody? Okay. Okay, so man can learn many things from the ant, the tiny teacher. Okay, so here in this chapter we are talking about the tiny teacher. We are learning about the tiny teacher. Okay, so even men, who are the greatest of all the creatures, learn many things from these tiny teachers. Okay, what are they? They are hard work, sense of duty, discipline, cleanliness, care for the young ones are some of them. So what we learn from them? We learn hard work. Yes, we learn hard work from ants, because we see that ants are really very, very hardworking. They have got a sense of duty. They always complete their duty in time. They never leave for tomorrow. Okay, they are well disciplined. They always go in a queue and come back in a queue. They never break the line. They never quarrel with one another. Okay, they have got a very good discipline among themselves. Cleanliness, okay, they are also very clean. Care for the young ones. Yes, now see, even the small ants, they take the grubs for airing, exercise and sunshine. Okay, what does it mean? It means that they really care for the young ones. Okay, so all these things we can learn from them. Okay, we get ideas that even those small creatures, tiny creatures, can be so active, then why not we? Clear? So we learn hard work, sense of duty, discipline, cleanliness, care for the young ones are some of them. Fine? Above all, an ant has firm loyalty to the land where it lives. Okay, here it means that the ants are very loyal to the land. Okay, that means who is in the land? In the land lies the queen. Yes or no? That means they are really very loyal to the queen. The queen needs all of them to do the work. Okay, all the ants to do the work, and all the ants do the work without any hesitation, without thinking it a burden. They never think their work as burden. Okay, but we human beings, what do? When we see that someone else is there to help us, then we throw all our work on that person. Okay, that means we think our work as burden. But ants do not think their work as burden. They do their work by themselves. And the more they practice, or the more we practice, the more we are trained. Okay, so we should never think burden of anything. Instead, whatever work we are given, we must do all those tasks in time, so that we know how to manage the time. We will be more skilled and more active. Fine? Okay. So, ant has firm loyalty to the land where it lives. Hard work is easy to see, as each ant does its duty most regularly. Yes, this I have already explained, that it is very easy to see them as a hard worker, because they do a very hard work, okay, and they perform its duty most regularly. Clear? Next. Sense of duty and discipline are the most important qualities of an ant's life. Okay, so what is the most important qualities found in them? It is sense of duty and discipline. Okay, they really have got a very good sense of duty. They know how to perform their duty very efficiently. Clear? And discipline is one of the main and important quality of an ant's life. Okay, that is why the ants of a colony are never seen to fight each other. Yes, I have never seen, and I am damn sure that even you also have never seen any ant fighting with each other. They never fight with each other. Clear? All ants together take care of the young ones. Queen ant lays the eggs and soldier guards the grub. Okay, so queen ant lays the egg and soldier guards the grub. Worker feeds and clean them, and the worker needs to feed them. Feed means khana khilana. Okay, the workers feed them and clean them up. Okay, just like we give bathing to our young brothers, sisters, or children. Okay, in the same way, even the worker ants, they clean those grubs in their own way. Fine? They also carry them about for airing, exercise, and sunshine. New ants are taught by the old ones. Okay, and the worker ants, they to carry them for airing, exercise, and sunshine. And all the old ants, they teach new ants how to perform the work. Okay, just like we are teachers, we are elder to you. Okay, now you are learning. Yes or no? You are going to class, you are learning everything. What are we doing? It is indirectly we are training you to become a perfect man or a perfect woman of a society. Clear? In the same way, the old ants, they teach new ants how to become a good citizen of a colony. Fine, all of you? I hope the chapter is clear to you. Okay, so here in this chapter, what we learned? We learned that we must also be a hard worker, a disciplined, having care for everyone. These qualities we must also possess. Fine? We must never keep our duty till tomorrow. We must never keep our work till tomorrow. We should not keep it pending. We should do it right at the time when it is meant to be. Okay, it should be precisely done when it is meant to be. Clear? Okay, and one more thing which I like it a lot is that they never quarrel with one another. I really love it. Okay, so and they never quarrel with one another. So even we human beings, we must also develop this habit. We must always think that others are also right. It's not that every time I am correct, I am right. We must also think quietly and patiently what others is saying. हमें दूसरे के बात भी सुनना चाहिए, ये नहीं कि सिर्फ अपना ही बोलना है. What is the reason behind a lot of quarreling? It is that we are not patient about listening what others want to speak. Clear? So, we must also develop the habit of patience in order to listen what other is saying, because not all the time others are wrong. There are many times when others are also correct. Fine? So, I want you all students to be a really hardworking. You must have a good sense of duty. You must be disciplined, clean, and you must also care for others. Clear? Okay, so I hope the chapter is clear to you. Okay, thank you for watching.